Hey guys, and welcome to Subscriber Lunch Sunday. Today I have a bunch of fun and easy lunch ideas to share with you. And this week is going to be extra special because we're celebrating a birthday, complete with cupcakes and party decorations. It's gonna be awesome. And I'd like to give a big thanks to Zuru for sponsoring today's video. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you love fun lunch ideas. Now let's get on to the lunches. Our first lunch idea was sent in by our birthday girl, Kiona. She is 13 years old and is from Georgia. I've really been wanting to do a birthday themed lunch for a long time, so it's perfect to do this today. And for this lunch today, I'm actually gonna start by making the cupcakes first because they're gonna take the longest. Now Kiona requested a funfetti cake, so that's exactly what we're making. And Miss Lily's actually gonna help me make these cupcakes. They're really easy. I'm just using a box mix. I have actually made funfetti cake from scratch before, and I really think I prefer the box mix better, so that's what we're using. We've just added some coconut oil and eggs and water, and now we're going to stir it all up. Next, I'm going to go ahead and get the batter into my silicone muffin liners. I love using these. They're colorful and reusable, and they make cleaning things up a lot easier. Now, while those are in the oven, I'll get started on the rest of the lunch. Now, Kiona loves nachos, and she really loves to eat them with these spicy sweet chili Doritos. Now, I know these say spicy, but they're really not too bad. They're not like Taki, type heat. They're not that bad at all. They're actually pretty mild. So with her nachos, Kiona really loves to have salsa and shredded cheddar cheese. So I'm gonna add both of those in here. Of course, if I was sending this to school, I would definitely put a separate lid on the salsa. I would hate for that to spill everywhere. Oh yes, and she also loves sour cream on her nachos. So do I, so I have a container of that. Now to go along with that, I'm also gonna put a container of salad. Oh yes, and for these nachos, when it comes time to eat them, she can actually open up the bag, put in her toppings, just like you might do with walking tacos. For her special fruit today, she requested pineapple. Now you guys, have you seen the videos on YouTube where people are actually peeling the pineapple like this? I saw those videos, so I definitely wanted to give it a try. But as you can tell, these are not my hands, they're my husband's, because it was really kind of hard to do this, so he helped me out. Now, since this is a birthday themed lunch, I'm also gonna throw in some birthday cake Oreos. I know Kiona loves those as well. Those are really fun. They have sprinkles on the inside too. And now that our cupcakes are out of the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and set them aside so that they can cool down before I add the frosting. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the party decorations. Today I'm using the Bunch of Balloons self-sealing party balloons by Zuru. These party packs make it super easy to fill up 40 balloons in just 40 seconds. And because the balloons come ready to fill and use, there is less prep time so we can party more. Now these balloons come with their own adapter that can be used with a helium tank. Or the Bunch of Balloons party pump. Filling 40 balloons all at once is so awesome. Oh yeah, and the party pump can also be used to fill other inflatable pool toys or even airbeds. Bunch of Balloons are so easy and they're super affordable. They're gonna be available at Walmart in May, and I'll go ahead and put a link in the description box if you'd like to check them out. And now back to our cupcakes. They're nice and cooled. Now instead of sprinkling the sprinkles on top of the cupcake, I actually put them in a separate container so I can dip the cupcakes after I frost them. I love this method. I think it looks super cool. I'm just spreading a little bit of frosting here on the top. Not a very thick layer at all. And then you just dunk it right in. The sprinkles get all over the top and it looks pretty professional. At least I think it does. I'm gonna go ahead and stick a little happy birthday pic in there. And there it is. So cute. And then the very last thing in this special birthday lunch is going to be some fruit punch. Okay guys, so far, what's your favorite thing of this lunch?
My favorite is the salad. My favorite's the cupcake.
What about you, Lil?
My favorite is the cupcake, the juice, the Oreos, and the pineapple.
You like a lot of it.
Happy birthday, Tiana!
Our next lunch idea was sent in by Tizzy. She is 13 years old and is from Ecuador. For her lunch, I'm going to start with the main course first. She chose some popcorn chicken. Now, I've never actually made this brand before, so it'll be interesting to try it. And to get these nice and crispy, I'll go ahead and throw them in the air fryer, which doesn't actually take any oil at all. But that way they'll be nice and crispy. And you guys, I do have to say that these popcorn chicken pieces are actually really big. For some reason, I thought they'd be smaller. I'll go ahead and put them in the thermos so that they can stay nice and hot. And then I have a very special sauce to go along with them. This is kind of like a honey mustard sauce. For this, I'm using equal parts mayo, yellow mustard, and honey. So this sauce is going to be a little bit sweet, a little bit tangy, but 100% delicious. Now that the main course is done, it's time to move on to the fruit. Tizzy really likes strawberries, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the tops off these strawberries, and then I'm going to go ahead and slice them. And that's going to make it much easier to dip these strawberries in whipped cream. And that's exactly how Tizzy loves to eat her strawberries. Now, there's just something about whipped cream and strawberries that definitely make me think of springtime. And I'm so looking forward to spring this year. I am over this cold weather. For the vegetable today, she chose a combination of cauliflower and broccoli. So we just have a little bit in each of these cups. I'm going to go ahead and add some ranch to go along with it, because I know my kids enjoy ranch with pretty much all of their veggies. To go along with that, I'm also adding a bag of sour cream and onion chips. And for this special treat today, some Ferrero Rocher chocolates. I know Tizzy is a big fan of these, and so am I, but the kids have never actually tried these. Interesting to see if they like them or not. If you've never had one of these before, it's basically like a chocolate ball with Crispies on the outside. There's also a Nutella style filling on the inside and a whole hazelnut as well. Okay guys, tell me what you're thinking about this lunch so far.
I love it. Me too. Me too.
Make all your favorite things in one. What's the best part?
The chocolate ball. The chocolate ball, the whipped cream, and the chips.
You guys never had that chocolate before, huh?
No, we haven't. No.
And it's also really good with whipped cream.
My favorite is the strawberries, whipped cream, the chocolate ball, the chips, and the chicken nuggets.
So basically everything except for the vegetables.
Yeah, but those aren't too bad either.
These chocolates taste exactly like a Kinder Joy egg. Let us know down in the comments down below if you've ever had a Kinder Joy egg.
Okay guys, so this next lunch idea was sent in by Colton. He is 7 years old and is from Arkansas. For his main course today, he chose a sandwich. This is a grilled ham and cheese sandwich, and I went ahead and made it into a star shape so it'll be extra fun. For the fruit in this lunch today, he chose a tropical fruit smoothie pop. So for this, I'm using some frozen fruit. There are strawberries, mangoes, and pineapples in there. And I'm also going to be using these ice pop bags. I found these at my grocery store, and it's basically like a little Ziploc bag for a freezer pop. They are so fun. You can make any kind of freezer pop you want, but I really like using fruit. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all of this frozen fruit in my blender. Hopefully I can fit it all in there. I like to make big batches of these and then keep them in the freezer. They're perfect for throwing into lunches because by lunchtime they're nice and defrosted but still pretty cold. I also added some yogurt in there and some coconut water. So once I have this all blended and smooth, I just get them into the bags and then I keep these in the freezer. And then usually in the morning while I'm packing the lunch, I'll just throw one in. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the treat. Now I'm super excited to make this today because it's not a treat I've made on any video before. I'm actually gonna start by melting this chocolate. I want it nice and smooth for this treat. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take a very ripe banana, cut it into a smaller piece, and cover the whole thing in chocolate, which was kind of tricky here. My bananas were a little bit ripe for this. Next, I'm gonna coat the whole thing in sprinkles. You could also use nuts if you prefer that as well. That would be delicious. And then to get these to harden, I do like to pop them into the freezer for just a few minutes. Now on to the veggies. Colton chose a really interesting salad. For this, I'm adding some tomatoes, some cucumber, and some carrots, and I shredded these really thin. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and add a lot of zesty Italian salad dressing. And then I'm gonna give this a big stir so that all the flavors can come together. And then I'm also gonna add just a little bit of salt and some pepper because I want this to have a lot of good flavor. And there you have it. This is a very delicious smelling salad, I do have to say. So now that I have my salad right in there, I can go ahead and add our really fun grilled cheese. To make it even more cute, I'll go ahead and add some eye picks right in there. Now that the chocolate has hardened on the bananas, I can go ahead and add those as well. Of course, we have our delicious smoothie pop ready to go. And then to drink today, he also chose strawberry milk. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you like strawberry milk, white milk, or chocolate milk? Which is your favorite? Okay, kids, what's your favorite part of Colton's lunch?
My favorite is the Ritz crackers.
My favorite was the banana, the sandwich, the fruit smoothie, and these little crackers.
What about you, Jack?
I really like the fruit smoothie. See you in the next lunch. Bye.
Up next, I have a lunch idea sent in by Layla. She is 11 years old and is from Ohio. For her lunch today, I'm going to start with these bagel thins. These are a little bit softer than regular bagels, but I like the sizes of them. They're perfect for a lunch. Now I'm going to go ahead and split these open and add some cream cheese. I'm not 100% sure what flavor of cream cheese Layla likes the best, so I'm gonna go ahead and add this garden vegetable flavored one because I know my kids love that. I'll go ahead and spread it all over the bagel. Nice and simple but delicious bagel sandwich for this lunch. For the vegetable today, Layla chose a cabbage salad, so this is kind of like a coleslaw but not quite. To go along with it, I have a little bit of avocado ranch. That is so good. And then in this little container, I have some tortilla strips and pumpkin seeds. I'll add our bagel and cream cheese sandwich right in there. And then for the fruit today, she chose strawberries. You guys can tell strawberries are very popular this week. They're in almost every lunch, I think. And to make the strawberries a little bit more cute, I'll add my googly eye picks right in there. Next up, I'm adding some goldfish, and these are the multicolored ones. To go along with that, Layla also chose goldfish, and so I went with the multicolored ones because I think they're really fun. And then for the treat today, a very special warm fudge brownie. And I did go ahead and add lots of fun sprinkles as well. This is a pretty big brownie, so I'll go ahead and cut it into smaller pieces so the kids can share it. And then last but not least, for the drink today, Layla chose a juice pouch, and this is in the cherry go-round flavor. Okay guys, so what do you think of Layla's lunch so far?
It's really good.
Yeah? What do you think? What do you think, Lily?
I really like the brownie.
Yeah. What's your favorite part, Kenzie?
My favorite is the brownie.
The brownie. It looked like you guys liked everything else though too.
I like the bagel and the brownie.
See you in the next lunch. Bye.
Up next, I have a lunch idea sent in by Caitlin. She's 10 years old and is from Delaware. Now for her lunch today, shocker, I'm gonna start with the main course first. And she chose Annie's mac and cheese. But you guys, I actually have quite the collection of Annie's mac and cheese at my house. I have shells with regular cheddar, I have shells with white cheddar, I have 4 cheese with penne, and the classic mac and cheese. Let me know in the comments down below which one you would choose. For this lunch today, I decided to go with the 4 cheese penne because we've never actually tried it before. It's new for us. It definitely sounds interesting, so I can't wait to give it a try. Now I have to say this mac and cheese smells delicious, and as you can see, it's very, very cheesy. So I'll go ahead and fill up our thermos so it can stay nice and warm. For the fruit today, I'm adding strawberries again, but for Caitlin, I'm also including some Nutella on the side. I know Caitlin loves to dip her strawberries in the Nutella. I think that is a delicious combination. So I'm just gonna add a tablespoon or so in a separate container. For her vegetable today, Caitlin chose broccoli. Now this is actually steamed broccoli with melted cheese on top. That is an excellent way to eat broccoli if you ask me. I'll go ahead and decorate this up with a few little pics. I have a giraffe, a little pig, a bear, and a panda. Now we have our mac and cheese ready to go, but I do have a few more things to add, starting with the treat. Caitlin chose these fudge stripe cookies. Now, I actually chose the mini cookies because I think they're extra cute and tiny. As you can see here, these are just like little baby cookies. So I'll just go ahead and put a few in there for the kids to share. They're gonna be our official taste testers again. Next, I'm adding a bag of these nacho cheese Doritos. I know Caitlin's a big fan of these. I think most people like these. Definitely a lunchtime staple. And then to drink today, Caitlin chose lemonade. Okay guys, what do you think about Caitlin's lunch? What's your favorite part?
My favorite is the fudge stripe cookies.
My favorite's the mac and cheese and the drink.
And what about you, Lily?
My favorite's the strawberry, the little shred cookies, the mac and cheese, and the broccoli.
The broccoli? Really? You want some more?
No.
I thought so.
See you next week.
Again, I want to thank Zuru for sponsoring today's video. If you'd like to see even more fun lunch ideas, you can click on the link right here. And if you'd like to see what's in our kids' Easter baskets, you can click on the link right there.